Hi, good evening, and welcome to Ruminations with Eli Love. Guess what time it is, kids? It's story time! Story time! This is where I look around and I see what's going on, and I look at the signs, and then I come up with a story. So I see a sign that says use caution. I see a sign that says XPO. I see a sign that says low emission vehicles allowed. I see a sign that says ramp. This is a good one. I'm gonna try to, a child must die. That's what today's story is gonna be. It's called A Child Must Die. No idea why that bumper sticker says that, but we got to tell the story about it. Because back in the day, there were these evil people. Their names were Betty Sue and Billy John. So Betty Sue and Billy John had gotten into some weird stuff. They gotten into some secretion worshiping, where they worship the god of secretion. Have you ever heard of the god of secretion? I'll tell you what, I hadn't until I heard the story about Betty Lou and Billy John. Well, the god of secretion, the thing about him is he makes this horrible screeching sound like, and it's really, really bad. But Betty Lou and Billy John said that's a part of worshiping him. Because they said even though when you worship him and you gotta spend like 2 hours a day listening to that there's good things that come of it. Like, for example, they say you're clean and you smell good. You never have to take a bath if you worship the god Secretion. They also say you don't have to work. You don't have to get welfare because the food unicorn will come and bring you your meals. And not only will the food unicorn come and bring you your meals, but the 10-foot 2 wide Charlie, I don't know what they call him, 10-foot 2 wide Charlie is what they call him, will come and bring you anything that you want. Just like Uber Eats. Even better, because he'll bring you anything. Almost like, what was that company called? Favor? That always says, we'll do you a favor. We'll go wherever and we'll get you anything. Yeah, it's like a big favor from 10-foot by 2 Charlie. So that's why Betty Lou and Billy John will continue worshiping the god of secretion. Well, they gotten so much from secretion, and then one day they got a message that came by bird, and it was a little bird that goes, and the little bird flew in. He was a dickless bird. Yep, he didn't have a dick. He was a dickless bird, and he came in right beside a pigs with wings, buffalo legs. And so when he came in flying, this little bird brought a message, and it said, "A child must die." So they knew that they had reached level 8. You see, because level 8 in the worshiping of Secretia is what you didn't want to do. It's like you got a golden chicken and it lays golden eggs, and you keep pushing it and it falls over dead. Or it's like when you bite the hand that feeds you, it's like pushing it too far. It's like taking your car, its engine, and never changing the oil until it blows up. Yeah. Dang it if that isn't what Billy John and Betty Lou had done. They had worshipped Secretia too much. You see, most people would get only to the highest I've ever heard of, and it was rumored was level 7 once I started learning about Secretia. You see, level 1, when you worship, you're just going to hear a lot of screaming and yelling, and you're gonna wake up the next day and your toenails and your fingernails are going to be painted. Yeah, I know. You can wash it off and stuff, and so it's not that bad, but it's hard to get off is what my understanding is. But then level 2 is kind of nice because they bring you $10,000 and it just arrives at your door. And I don't know if that comes from a 10 foot by 2 Charlie or where it comes from, but you get that $10,000. Exactly. Level 3 is where things start to get interesting because they will bring you another mate, whatever you desire. They will bring you a lookalike, and so that's where it really gets interesting. You still got to listen to more screaming. It's 2 hours a day, remember that, but it's not like level 1. Level 4, now this is where you get to meet 10 foot by 2 Charlie. When level 4 comes, you can pretty much get your favor, and you can ask for anything. Level 5 is when you get the shot of bliss, which they give you a shot that you feel blissful, and it lasts for 30 days. Level 6 is when you can have pretty much anything you want. You get just one wish, and that's level 6. And you hop to level 7, and level 7 is like, be careful, because you're still getting all of those things outside of level 6. But level 7 is you need to calm down and slow down, because if not, you're going to reach level 8, and then a child must die. So here they were on level 8. Now guess what? If they don't kill a child, you know what they do? Then you must die. Well, you've got all these nice things. You got 10 foot by 2 Charlie coming out and bringing you things. And now here you got Billy John and Betty Lou that's going to have to go kill a kid. It was hard, man. They were really ruminating about what they were going to do. But they got a plan. They got a plan how they're going to kill a kid, and it was going to be one that was with the baby surrender law. They were going to find a baby, the one that had been surrendered. They're going to try to snatch it before it gets to the fire station. Well, here's what they did. They stumbled onto a big drug operation because there was these drug dealers that was coming into California from Mexico, and they were dropping off drugs at the fire station, and they're putting them in like what looked like a baby doll with a tape recorder for the crying and all that stuff. And they stumbled onto it. And dang it, let me tell you something. They ended up being heroes. Well, here's the cool part. And this is what a lot of people don't know about Secretia. Because there's a reason that Secretia screams. Because the god Secretia had his children taken from him. And he needed a hero. And the god Secretia went about until he could find people doing hero acts, but he could never tell them to do them. But once they did them, they didn't have to take others' kids away if they pushed so far and got to level 8. So, as luck would have it, they got out of it. Now, they really did miss some of the things, but I can tell you, they had so much stress on them and things that they just did not want to get back into that. And that's the story of A Child Must Die. Thank you. It's been Ruminations with Eli Love Story Time. Hope you have an astonishing evening.